Hey folks, Bob Reese here with the Guides Forecast, giving you a fishing report for August 23rd, Monday. Fishing in the river was actually the best that I've seen this season. But again, coho kind of are inundating the river. And we got our 12 today, 2 Chinooks, broke 1 Chinook off on the prop. That was towards the last part of outgoing tide between buoys 11 and buoy 10. And then there was no coho really on the first rip that came through. We stuck it out right at buoy 10. Most boats left. We started getting coho later on into the incoming tide. Then we had about a period of an hour where we had to deal with jellyfish for a little bit, and that further took people out of the buoy 10 game there. But we stuck it out, got through the jellyfish, and then got some more coho. Man, what a good grade of coho right now. And so we finished up out there with 10 coho and 2 Chinook, and not many people at all out there at buoy 10 after the flood started coming in. There's been so many coho in the adjacent ocean waters in recent days that it just made sense to, hopefully stick it out and ride out the jellyfish, which are a horrific pain in the butt. But a lot of fish today took spin fish on the bow rods. Just 11 strips with 16 ounces. Had the size 4 herring looking spin fish, and then that one I've been doing real well on all season, which is what's left of the metallic blue scale size 3 stuffed with anchovies and a little bit of bloody tuna mix, and it's off to the races. So it is somewhat I guess of a proven theory that you change that bait out and you get a bunch more bites. So that certainly has proven out this season. Fresh bait seems to make a difference in the spin fish, and it was good. So fished a lot of whole anchovies today. Some 1 naked anchovy and in the middle rod, and then or the back rod actually, and several behind pro trolls. So the other bites in the river weren't fantastic. A few fish up at the bridge close to high tide, but there was some wind. It was not windy down where we were on buoy 10, but there was a wind chop building here at the bridge. Chinooks are just a bit shy. There's so many coho in the rivers that people aren't really complaining, but Chinooks are not piled up in the estuary. And this isn't uncommon. We've seen this before. There'll be some more wads of Chinook come in, and it'll be good for Chinook again. But as for now, it's a coho show, and those folks that went out in the ocean didn't do as well today as they had been doing in recent days. The further that you get away from the mouth, especially on the outgoing tide, the calmer the water is going to be up towards the lighthouse on the 17 line, 50, 60 foot of water. And you might have heard yesterday's report. We got a lot of fish between buoy 3 and buoy 7, and people don't get to fish that until a little bit later when the tide lays out that choppy bar condition a little later in the tide. So we're going to give a few more details in the forecast section for steelhead and Chinook members, but man, good fishing down here. Come enjoy. And I was also instructed to give a shout out to Sam Brown and his fishing buddy Tom. Those guys were running the bow rods. Both of them had spin fish, and oh man, I was also instructed to say that, oh my God, those guys are great fishermen. Oh man, did they handle the rods awesomely. Oh man, those guys, good job. And thanks to Todd Jessel and Rich Slusher, and everybody had a great fun day on the boat today. Thanks.